Phoenix Rising is Busch Gardens Tampa's newest roller coaster. It replaced the park's Mock Rides Wild Mouse, which was relocated from its sister park, Busch Gardens Williamsburg, in 2003. Phoenix Rising is a Bolger and Mabillard Family Inverted, the first of its kind in North America. It stands 80 feet tall, has a little over 1,800 feet of track, and reaches a top speed of 44 miles per hour. Despite its unimpressive stats, Phoenix Rising is a fun and enjoyable roller coaster with some cool features. This is our full-length, in-depth review of Phoenix Rising and our comments about what you can expect when you go to Busch Gardens Tampa to ride this coaster. Now, let's get into the review. Phoenix Rising is located in the Pantopia section of the park. Pantopia is the rethemed area of the former Timbuktu section. The new theme featured a vibrant, almost fantastical color palette and a new storyline. Anchoring the rethemed area was a 335-foot Intamin sky jump drop tower, Falcon's Fury, which opened in 2014. 10 years later, in 2024, Pantopia received its newest addition, North America's first Bolger and Mabillard Family Inverted roller coaster, where Sand Serpent and the park's looping starship Phoenix Swing ship once stood. When you enter Pantopia, you proceed towards the Pantopia Theater. Before you reach the theater, you will see Phoenix Rising's blue track and grayish supports. This track support color combination looks great against Pantopia's vibrant coloring. As you approach the ride, you will see Phoenix Rising's layout stretch across that section of Pantopia. As you approach the queue entrance, you will see an arch entrance displaying the ride name and logo. You may also see a train flying over the queue entrance. This moment makes for an awesome visual. After you go under that ride sign, you continue into the queue where you will see some good theming dedicated to the Phoenix, including some jars. When you get into the station, you will see Phoenix Rising's 10-row, 20-passenger train. This train is orange and yellow and have Bolger and Mabillard's new over-the-shoulder lap bar restraints. These lap bars have a similar design to the lap bars you can find on newer Intamin coasters like Pantheon at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. While the station does not have much theming, there are a few good theming elements. The first of which are these emblems on the wall. The second of these elements is a multi-paneled screen mimicking stained glass. That stained glass first shows some type of landscape before shattering and morphing into a mighty phoenix with wings stretched out. And that phoenix image stills as the train comes into the station for boarding guests. Once you have boarded your train, secured your lap bar restraint, and cleared dispatch, you proceed out of the station towards the right and up the lift hill to start your ride. As you proceed out of the station, the phoenix on the screen starts moving from right to left rapidly as the train leaves to go up the lift hill. As you make your way up the lift hill, you will hear some onboard audio. This audio adds a thematic element during the ride, giving you a much more immersive experience. At the top of the lift hill, you hear the Phoenix's call before going down Phoenix Rising's first drop. This first drop starts straight before banking towards the right. At the bottom of the first drop, you bank towards the right up into an elevated overbanked left-hand turnaround. As you exit that turnaround, you pass through two pillars which serve as some on-ride theming. You then climb up into a short wave turn before turning back into a banked left-hand turn. Now closer to the ground, you then bank towards the right before climbing up into an elevated banked left-hand turn which flies over the ride's queue entrance. You then enter a banked right-hand turn which banks just a little further before diving into a 360-degree helix through a trench. As you come out that helix, you take one more banked left-hand turn into the final brake run, thus completing your ride. For a family coaster, Phoenix Rising is a fun ride with some thrilling elements. While it only has a top speed of 44 miles per hour, this coaster has some good pacing. It goes through its elements quite well, and for a shorter ride, Phoenix Rising has two standout moments. The first is that sequence between the wave turn and the beginning of the helix. While you are not going that fast, you actually take those turns quickly. It gives some Project 305 vibes as you are going one way before getting whipped in the opposite direction. Though Phoenix Rising's transitions are nowhere near as snappy. The second standout moment is the helix. While you go through this element at a slower speed, you still manage to pull some positive G-forces towards the end of it. This is definitely a pleasant surprise since this coaster is for families. And the onboard audio actually enhances the ride experience. It makes the ride feel like an epic flight through Pantopia. And it is great how it picks up exactly where the station audio leaves off. One thing that stands out about Phoenix Rising's ride experience was that there is a slight rattle, which is much more noticeable towards the end of the ride. Aside from the ride experience, Phoenix Rising has B&M's new over-the-shoulder lap bar restraints. These restraints are actually quite comfortable, and they are great for families, including younger guests. There is one concern about the ride though, and that is capacity. With one train operations, Phoenix Rising will definitely get a longer line. Because of these wait times, we definitely recommend heading towards Phoenix Rising at the beginning of the day or towards the end when crowds will likely be at their lowest. Nonetheless, Phoenix Rising does a lot well. Great theming, a fun and thrilling ride experience, and incredible placement in the park. And aside from having lower capacity, Phoenix Rising is a great intro roller coaster to more thrilling rides for younger guests. Overall, Phoenix Rising is a great addition to the park. It offers a much more thrilling ride experience than the ride it replaced. Its color scheme and location in Pantopia are really nice. It just pops in that section of the park. For our final score, we give Phoenix Rising a 7 out of 10. This coaster is a great fit for Busch Gardens Tampa, and it gives the park that true family coaster. So, let us know in the comments below if you have ridden Phoenix Rising at Busch Gardens Tampa, and if so, what you think about it. And if you enjoyed this video or are new to the channel, please like and subscribe for more coaster content like this. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more coaster reviews and amusement park content coming soon to Coaster Adventures, and we hope to see you in the next one.